Nuclear weapons are some of the most powerful and devastating inventions humanity has ever created. They have shaped global politics, changed the course of history, and have the potential to end civilization as we know it. But how did we get here? How do these weapons actually work? And what could the next generation of nuclear weapons look like? Let's dive into the fascinating and terrifying world of nuclear weapons. The story of nuclear weapons begins in the early 20th century, when scientific breakthroughs in physics revealed the incredible power stored in atoms. In 1939, as World War II loomed, Albert Einstein and other scientists urged the US government to begin researching nuclear fission, a process that could release massive amounts of energy by splitting atoms. Thus, the Manhattan Project was born. In 1945, the first nuclear weapon was tested in the New Mexico desert. Known as the Trinity test, it demonstrated the destructive potential of nuclear weapons. Just a few months later, atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, effectively ending World War II. But at an unimaginable human cost, the age of nuclear weapons had begun. So, how do nuclear weapons actually work? Most nuclear weapons rely on either fission or fusion. In a fission bomb, also known as an atomic bomb, a large, unstable atom like uranium or plutonium is split into smaller atoms, releasing a huge amount of energy in the form of an explosion. This is the type of bomb used in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Fusion bombs, or thermonuclear weapons, more commonly known as hydrogen bombs, work differently. They use fission to create the intense heat and pressure needed to force lighter atoms, like hydrogen, to fuse together, releasing even more energy. Fusion weapons are far more powerful than fission bombs and are capable of causing unprecedented destruction. These are the bombs that dominate modern nuclear arsenals. Nuclear weapons are typically mounted on intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, submarines, or aircraft. Once launched, they can travel thousands of miles and deliver their payloads with incredible accuracy. After World War II, the United States and the Soviet Union became locked in a tense standoff known as the Cold War. Both nations raced to build up their nuclear arsenals, resulting in tens of thousands of warheads being produced. The doctrine of mutually assured destruction, MAD, ensured that neither side would launch a nuclear attack, knowing that it would result in the complete annihilation of both countries. The world came frighteningly close to nuclear war during the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. Thankfully, diplomacy prevailed, and the two superpowers eventually signed arms control treaties that limited the number of nuclear weapons. Today, 9 countries possess nuclear weapons: the United States, Russia, China, the United Kingdom, France, India, Pakistan, Israel, and North Korea. While the global nuclear stockpile has decreased since the Cold War, the potential for nuclear conflict remains. Tensions between nuclear-armed countries like the US and North Korea, or India and Pakistan, are constant reminders of the ongoing nuclear threat. Efforts to reduce nuclear weapons continue through treaties like the New START agreement between the US and Russia. But the risk of proliferation remains a major concern. Non-state actors, rogue nations, or terrorist organizations acquiring nuclear materials could lead to catastrophic consequences. As technology advances, so do the possibilities for the next generation of nuclear weapons. One potential development is smaller, more tactical nuclear weapons designed for use on the battlefield, rather than for massive city-destroying explosions. These so-called mini-nukes could increase the likelihood of a nuclear conflict by making the use of these weapons seem more acceptable. Another possibility is the integration of cyber warfare with nuclear systems. Hackers could potentially disable or even launch nuclear missiles, adding a new layer of danger to an already volatile situation. Additionally, there are fears that autonomous weapons or drones equipped with nuclear warheads could be developed, which would drastically change the nature of warfare. However, it's not all doom and gloom. There are also advancements being made in missile defense systems, such as laser technologies and interceptor missiles, which could provide some protection against a nuclear attack. But for now, the threat of nuclear weapons remains a global challenge that humanity must continue to confront. Nuclear weapons have changed the course of history. The future of nuclear weapons is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Their existence poses questions about our survival, our responsibility, and our future as a species. Will we find a way to eliminate these weapons from the world? Or will we continue living under the shadow of potential annihilation? Thanks for watching.